goal, but also it's the easiest to get troops to. So I'm gonna focus on Normandy. Portugal, if you want to attach. I'm fine with it. Obviously, yeah, they can't. Oh, I'm also leaving my troops there, which is sad. Truce expired with Pomerania. Okay, that's fine. Austria? I should probably stop looking. This is only getting worse. I'll keep improving relations with them though, because it's a good thing to do. We gotta check the Munster throne every now and then too, because if they lose their heir, then I will put one of my own on the throne. The war is still at 0. It's currently a stalemate. I feel like France might have the slight upper hand, but you know, if you want to give me 0, I will take 0. Oh yeah, we should probably put the incompetent one on there. Or should we call the king to war? Okay, this is nasty. Can we request like subsidies, or can we only give subsidies? Yeah, we can only give them. Alright, France are leaving us alone as we cross over, which is great, and they're also not bothering with us at all. Oh God! Oh Lord! France, why? Okay, detach and get back up there. We're gonna lose these ships as well if we leave them there for too long. So that's why we should probably avoid actually blockading this, actually. But if we do, we're probably gonna end up losing the war score. Or are we? No, we're doing alright actually. Surprising. France are gonna lose this, right? Portugal, you've got heavies. Yeah, you've got 4. Ugh! Some transports are gonna take the fall here, I feel. France's heavy is down. And the siege of Les Bourgs is over. That's a disaster. That's a straight up, no questions asked, disaster. That's bad. It's extortionately bad. But if we can slip in very quickly, it could end up being fantastic. We're actually gonna, yeah. Is France's Navy dead? No, it's not. It's not fully dead yet. I don't see France's Navy though. It's probably Britain's Navy. Okay, we're gonna try and abandon ship here. In some ways. As soon as you're over and across, which you are, you're gonna just move on to the ship. Uh-oh. No! Why? Get on the ship! Don't let the French... Okay. Oh, thank God. Right. Now, we are going to invade back Les Bourgs. If we can get Les Bourgs back, if we can get on there as quick as possible, we can do it without France. We can do it without France's interference. Okay. They're heading back. I feel like they're... Oh, no. Alright, we're just going to try and siege this back. We're going to actually detach the siege too. And we're going to move in there, because that's an insta-siege if we can get it. Are they heading for us, or are they not? They're heading for us. They're heading for us. The question is, can we do it? Can we do this? Can we do this? The answer is probably no. We're getting Gascoigne back. It's a definite. Oh no. 8 days. You're arriving in less than 8 days. We're getting out of here. This was a poor attempt at a rescue mission. Oh God! Okay, no, this is a bad idea to try and support Cleve. Okay. Nah! Leave us alone! War exhaustion is going to become a thing. But, oh, Denmark have joined for France, by the way. Just a heads up. We need to start worrying about that. Alright. The war is lost. Let's give in. Let's give our, Yay, victory in the parliamentary debate. How wonderful. The war is lost, unfortunately. In terms of, like, actually keeping hold of these provinces to any reasonable degree. Now, I wonder how lost it is the question. Return back from Munster. If Austria joined, then there's a chance that this could actually end up going decently. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. At least we're going to be getting exploration ideas now. So that's fun. So in just 800 diplo points, we will have the ability to go on exploration missions. Where are you going? No! What are you doing? That was the disastrous idea. I appreciate your attempt to help there, Portugal. Oh yeah, back to Austria. What? Any chance? Any chance at all? No. No. Alright. Well, what we're gonna do now is cut our losses, basically. Norway, oh god, what happened to you? You broke free of Sweden and it didn't really work out for you, did it, bruh? Did it, bruh? that wasn't the best idea you ever had, was it, bruh? Wait, should we just declare on Scotland? No, we can't until the transfer trade power thing is over. Scotland actually like me, just their attitude is hostile. When's that over? When is that transfer trade power thing finished? Huh. Does it last like 10 years or something? But when was the last time, when did we have that war? It was back, we can check this. It was in 52, so it's been almost 20 years since they were giving us their trade power. Alright, you guys go back to Port Heel. And we also, where's our... Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. Is there anything that can get... They will accept Gascoigne, Laborde, Normandy. And Munsters. And stop thingy-majiggy. They will also... They like that, but they don't really care. Annual treaties they don't really want. They would like releasing Cornwall as their independent nation. They would like releasing any nations, really. Conceding defeat they'd be happy with. War reparations they'd like. What about war reparations and revoked course? No. Really? Cow. Must be part of the peace treaty. Let's clear the offer. Let's give them... I want Calais to kind of stay. That would be nice. That would be fun if that happened. Alright, so let's have... Oh, offer trade. There you go. Those two. And those two. Okay. They would be fine with that. What about not that? Does it require... No, it doesn't. Okay. And war reparations with... Yeah, they do require Normandy to be part of the peace offer. Do they require Gascoigne to be part of the peace treaty? Okay. I'm doing this incorrectly. Right. Let's keep that. And release these guys. Yes. Yes, it does require Gascoigne to be part of the offer. Great. Alright, well. That's kind of what happened in EU4 pre this patch anyway, so I'm not that bothered by it. I'm not that bothered by it. We get to keep Calais. Yeah. Whatevs. Disappointed. Not heartbroken. Not heartbroken. And now I have a truce with France boy. So, you! Frickin' Scotland! Now I have nothing to lose! Let's have a battle! Alright. Let's rethink where we are in the world. What time is it? I think I've been playing for like 3 hours. This is fun. I've been enjoying this. Where are these 4 barks you speak of? They're up there. Where are our transports? They're there. Go pick up our dudes. Austria, though. Austria. Ugh. You have some splaining to do. The whole point of allying you was to keep France at bay. You bastards. You bastards. You utter bastards. The end of the 100 Years' War. Okay, this is an event that existed before, so let's think about this. The 100 Years' War was the last great medieval war. It was not just... it wasn't 100 years. It was a war not just between the kings, but lesser nobles were also able to pursue their own personal agendas while participating in the larger conflict. Future wars saw far less factionalism, at least on the scale found in the medieval conflicts. The 100 Years' War was actually dozens of little wars, and hundreds of battles and sieges that went on for over a century, between 1337 and 1453 until both sides were exhausted. Actually later in this one. While neither side won in any real sense, the end result was that while there were 2 kingdoms at the beginning of the war, there were 2 nations at the end of it. We have lost our foothold in France. Ooh, that's a nasty one. We will never give this up. I do feel like we've lost our foothold in France, honestly. That's probably the best setup we're going to be for hundreds of years. In terms of, like, fighting France. That was probably our best chance. The problem is, like, that relationship bonus would not do too well. Would not really bother France. But the stability would help. So we're gonna do it. So there you go. We have lost our foothold in France, except for that, single province that we still have. That I might give a seat in Parliament. Apparently, we have enough seats in Parliament. That surprises me. Yeah, whatever. It's a little bit sad that we lost the war, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. One thing we're gonna do right away is get rid of these mercenaries. Bye bye. Cheerio. Off you pop. But alas, we lost the war. We thought we would at the start. It's not that big of a deal. We just gotta move on. How are France feeling about us now? Still minus 46. If with careful relationship improvement, we can stay on good terms with them. Ducats, manpower, prestige, or it's prestige either way. So ducats or manpower? Ducats. Yeah, those are the ducats. We're making 10 per freaking month, so it's not that big of a deal. And we're going to be making more once we get our light ships back out in the world. I just don't know what we want to do with the light ships yet. Okay. So we'll take a look at these. Well, is everything healed first of all? It actually is. Alright, so we currently in last month in trade we got 8.26 gold. If we send all of them to the English Channel, how much do we make? I can't remember if that's up or down. It's around the same though, right? So, wait a minute. Let's see if we send all of our trades ships. Well, first of all, let's send them to, let's see. But they probably won't get there in time. That's down, definitely. But let's see how it works this next month. Maybe it'll stay there, maybe it won't, we'll see. Also, we should check if Scotland are still sending us trade power, because it's been 20 years. But first of all, I want to check if this works. Alright, that's about the same. Ooh, Bohemia have become the emperor. So Austria are suddenly a much more reliable ally. Scotland, are you still sending us trade power? Yeah, you are! That's really weird. How long does that last? It's become more of a curse than a blessing. Alright, so let's see. Let's take our trade ships again. And send them to Lubeck. I'm assuming this isn't going to do good things. I'm assuming this isn't a good thing. But we'll see. Let's up the speed so we can get through maps a little faster and see what happens. That is good. That's better than sending them to the North Sea, but it looks like sending them all to the English Channel is actually the best way to do it. There are of course other factors that could be influencing this, but if such big increases are obvious. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what happens if we send 10 ships to the English Channel and 6 to Lubeck. And then we'll probably just stick with that no matter what it ends up being. There you go. Let's see where we are. It's down, but it's not down enough for me to consider changing up the formula. That seems about right. Once we start building more ships and putting them towards things like that, that'll improve. Mothball, yes. So this is our army now. Yep, 100 Years' War didn't do too good for us in terms of our army. So, where are we going? Well, Diplo power is probably the most important factor right now. Getting the naval. Let's see if anybody else has those ideas. Yep. So Portugal are already exploring. Castile are not. France won't be. No. Aragon, I'm assuming, are not. Norway, let's just ignore them at this point. Like, they probably aren't, right? No. What's holding us back is the fact that we haven't conquered Scotland yet. At the end of the day, that's probably true. So, that's probably the next step. But we can't conquer Scotland with 6,000 men. In fact, Scotland would be wise to attack us. Well, war with France is probably not on the horizon right now, so we can probably stop supplying that fort. I don't even know why we keep the London fort up anyway. Wait, is that absolutely... Yeah, okay. Oh shit. You gotta be careful with that, because it drops it to 0, so Burgundy would be well placed to absolutely destroy us right now, so I'm probably going to keep that up, actually. Recall from Austria. Austria is still defensive with us because of, I don't know, because they were, because they, I don't know why you're defensive with us, Austria, you bastards. Idea, yay, colonist. Absolutely no use for the colonist right now, but we have one. That's all that matters. So, we're just gonna let manpower recover. In fact, we probably shouldn't. Unless we have a mission for it. We should probably just build troops as and when we can. What's our current... What's our 6 stack looking like, actually? Our 6 stack has 1 cav. So we'll put 3 cav on the production line if we can. And the rest can be infantry. Wow, that's a lot of men we've just built. How much manpower are we gaining every month? Not a lot. I'm surprised that we were allowed to do that. Whatevs. Any development needs doing? Probably not worth developing stuff now. All things considered. Military would be the only one we can. Well, actually, Admin might be worth doing. Some base tax. Alright. We'll do it. Let's do it in Wales. The focus of all our joys. Oh, we can't. We just used all our admin power. Ah. Development is 8 and 12, and London is 25. Let's have a look at their buildings. They got their marketplace up and running. Morgan can build something else. Perhaps a fort. A Welsh fort. I need more money for it. Okie dokie. How much are we making now in the... Still 8. It's actually gone down since I told you to keep an eye on it. It's okay though. It's always going to be slow progress. But let's have a look at the local trade value actually. That probably... Yeah, that's shot up a little bit. The most valuable province here is Essex. Really? What about London? Oh, it's there. It's 0.33. Why is Essex then? Is it? Let's have a look at it. Essex is has got a more expensive trade good. That's probably it. But it also has 10 base production. Well, London has the same. So it's just is it actually 0.60? 0.50, yeah. I still don't quite get where trade value comes from. See if I can find it out. 0.50. I think it might be on here somewhere. No, it isn't. There is nowhere on here, I don't think, there it shows you their trade value. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's yearly, though, 6. There you go. And then you divide that by 12 to get their monthly trade value. Or its actual trade value, because, yeah. Well, we just maxed out the relations with France, and yeah, they're still at that, because they want Calais, I'm assuming? Yes. Denmark no longer considers England a rival, and we've also lost Denmark as a rival. So, where does that leave us? Leaves us rivaling Burgundy. That's where it leaves us. Maybe we should conquer some Burgundian territory. We'll probably increase friction with France, and they'll probably end up just taking it off us, but... There's nothing... Except for Artois, there's nothing... Which is their capital. There's nothing I really want from them anyway. Their vassals is a different story. It'd be fun to try and take this stuff. But it's just so admin intensive to conquer. Like... And I don't really have the admin to do it. So, we'll see when the time comes. Let's see what my army tradition is up to. It should be up anyway. It's not. It's the same as it was. We're now over our naval force limit because we lost land. I'm not going to stay over the naval force limit. I'm going to cut our heavies in half. I know it's not a great idea, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. That's a better general. Unfortunately, he still doesn't have very good shock, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to stay over the naval force limit. It's just not worth it. Not to have the extra 4 heavies anyway. Especially when they're mothballed. They're not that useful. They're useful, but 4 heavies is still enough to do what I need to do. Is our trade income staying steadily over 8? Oh, I forgot France embargoed us. An embargo on France and an embargo on Burgundy would be a good idea. We can't, because we have a truce, so why can they? There we go, and I'm assuming Castile. I'm assuming they'll actually embargo us back. It's probably not a good idea. Fighting Castile will be an interesting one. I wonder whether we beat them in Navy right now. I know we just cut our heavy ships in half, so probably not. We're equal with them. The 3 great naval powers are on even terms. I think we'd probably actually beat them. Yeah, because they... It depends whether we could get those ships together. It also depends on like their leaders and stuff, because I don't tend to go for naval leaders. Later I will. Later we'll definitely go for some naval leaders. So how are we going to turn this into a constitutional monarchy? Oh, here we go. You can actually upgrade it yourself. That's how you get up to Empire status. Holy shit. So you need 1,000 development to increase into an empire. It's a ridiculous amount. Can we see our total development anywhere? We could when we started the game. I wonder whether we can somewhere. Probably not. Maybe in the production view. Oh, there it is. It shows you all. You could add these up, I guess. So who? London has the most, obviously. Essex is second. This is interesting. That'll be fun, because with our expansion into like Africa and stuff, we probably will end up getting a lot of development. So we'll see. We'll see whether we can up to an empire. Probably. I wonder how soon we can do it, though. That's the question. Alright, Scotland, can you stop sending me trade power? Don't really want it anymore. Just want to conquer you. Just want to fight you. Is that a thing we can do? Can we stop that? Can we? Oh, we can. Oh, there you go. I guess, does it just keep going until we want them to stop? I guess so. Alright then. Now we're going to conquer Scotland. Fuck you, France. I'm going to actually unmothball these. Just so we don't have to deal with, so that we can go fight if we need to. 27th of June is when the war begins. So where are the castles? Let's check every single province of theirs. Do they have one there? No. They have one there. They have one there. They don't have one there. Okay. Are they allied with anyone? Sweden and Novgorod. That would be unfortunate to be at war with Sweden, but not necessarily that bad. In that case, I am going to pull you back and put you on the English channel, because I don't want to be inland fighting Sweden. And we are going to take everything. Is that an option? Probably. Let's take everything. France will join this war. Doesn't really bother me. They're probably going to take Calais. Which again doesn't really bother me. Alright. We're just worried about Scotland. Like, in all honesty, we will deal with anybody else when the time comes. When the moment comes. Okay. How's the war looking? The war's probably looking pretty bad on paper. Yeah. Yeah. But we're fine. Because all we gotta do is fight Scotland. We don't gotta fight France. We just gotta fight Scotland. There isn't one here, right? No, so... yeah, we should probably focus our troops on their capital. Okay, so we gotta watch the navies is what you gotta watch. Like, in all honesty, like I said, the only thing you gotta worry about in this war is the inland seas. After we finish up this war, I'm gonna end the recording session. We're being blockaded by Scotland. Scotland. Okay. Let's go wipe them out. Oh, where you headed? Where you headed, Scotland? Where you headed? Oh, you sure about that? Are you sure about that? The eastern coast of Iceland. You will arrive on the 5th of September. We will arrive... Aha! You're dead. Good night, sweet Scotland. I knew thee. There you go. Let's just make sure you keep checking for any nasty elements, any nasty little troops we could end up dealing with from Sweden. Alright, they're gonna finish their siege first. One would assume. Of course, they're still being blockaded. By who? You. France. Of course. Are you heavies? No. Good night, sweet France. I knew thee. You're not even moving yet. You will start moving soon. Oh, you're not. You're just gonna sit there and die. Fine. Fine with me. France do have a heavy. Is it in this fight? No. Do France still have a heavy? They do. It's there, isn't it? That's their heavy. Yep, that's a transport. That's their heavy. Should we go blockade their heavy? Not necessary. Any naval fights going on right now? Not really. Calais getting sieged. Yes, we were aware of this possibility.